Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here and welcome to episode 3 of my Orlando City series, Building a Dynasty in the MLS. Okay, so today's episode will be a fixture review plus a live com against the Los Angeles Galaxy. We've had a bit of a weird start, we'll say that. Obviously in the previous episode you saw the first MLS game against the Philadelphia Union, and that was a 2-0 loss. We followed that up with a pretty impressive 4-2 victory over Sporting Kansas City. They are quite a decent team, and they've done pretty well in real life in the last few seasons. Chris Tierney opened the scoring for us. Eric Avila got on the score sheet. Hansen for SKC got an own goal, and Breck Shea also on the score sheet for us. It was fairly even. We edged them out in possession, but we were at home, and Avila picked up man of the match. As you can see, the defence played quite poorly, which is basically why we won. Matt Bessler, American national team player, captain of their team as well, 5.6 rating is pretty abysmal for a player of his standards. Graham Zuzi played pretty well. Don't really know this guy, Feepower. Might have to check him out off camera. We then versed Toronto FC, and as you know, they have bought a couple of decent players. Of course, Jermaine Defoe's now gone, but they still do have Michael Bradley, who I rate, very highly. Shearer is actually another very good player. I only looked at him after this game. But Chris Tierney, again on the score sheet, in at left back. He is our free kick taker, and I'm pretty sure that's how we got this goal. But again, fairly even stats. No one really stood out, and Shearer got their goal a couple of minutes after us. Also picked up man of the match, and as you can see, Bradley just behind him with an 8.1. So pretty decent draw there, especially away in Canada. We then followed that up with a boring 0-0 drub match against New England Revolution. And I played a couple of players I probably wouldn't normally play. Well, the main one being Saavedra there in defensive midfield, sorry. We then followed it up with a 1-0 away victory to the Columbus Crew. Carlos Rivas getting our goal there. They did have Parker sent off fairly late on, but we looked like we were going to win that game, and we did. Pretty convincing, as they didn't have a shot on target. We then had another boring 0-0 drub match, this time against the Montreal Impact at home. No one really stood out. Alston picked up man of the match for his defensive display, but that was pretty much it. And we probably should have won. They didn't really get anything going. Ikugo also picked up an injury, which is a little bit disappointing, as he's still out, I believe. We then followed that up with a 1-0 victory coming at home. Kaka, the only scorer of the game, and Aurelien Collin getting sent off there in the 90th minute. As you can see, again, it was pretty even. Shots on target were exactly the same. But we did manage to get the 1-0 victory there. We then disappointingly lost to the Chicago Fire, 2-1 away from home. As you can see, they opened the scoring. We managed to equalise through Breck Shea, and then they got another goal through Harry Shipp. But if you look at our stats, we were kind of the more dominant team as far as chances go. David Ackham, I've never even heard of this player before. Okay, quite decent for a left winger, very good pace on him. He managed to pick up the man of the match performance, probably got himself 2 assists, I guess, I'm not too sure. But disappointing loss, as we probably should have won that game. The next game was against the New York Red Bulls, and as you can see, a 1-1 draw ensued at home. We opened the scoring through our youngster, Sean Saavedra, and they got one back through Sasha Claston. And another draw, not the best result in the world. After following that up, we lost 2 on the trot. First one coming at Colorado away. As you can see, Avila and Rosales both picked up injuries there. Sanchez and Ramirez getting their goals. Pretty disappointing before we lost somewhat of a derby game, a franchise derby I think it is, because Orlando City used to be the Austin Aztecs, I believe, before they moved to Orlando City. So they have a bit of a rivalry with the Dynamo. It's like a historic franchise rivalry or something like that. We managed to lose 4-0 to them at home. Very disappointing. As you can see, we weren't really outplayed by any means. We just couldn't get on the score sheet, and they pretty much put away most of their chances. Davis, Garrido, Ogbu, and Johnson on the score sheet for the Dynamo. Really disappointing there. And of course, a win, well, no wins in 4 basically, going into this game is pretty worrying. I'm going to say worrying. It's not dire times, but we are 15th in the overall league at the moment, which I think is probably not where we should be. But as you can see, we've got quite a few injuries. We've got Akugo, Apara, Rosales is still out, but he's on his way back. Kaka is also out, and now Larin as well. Kyle Larin, the Canadian striker. So we're down to bare bones at the moment. I'm going to have to put him on the bench there. Jordan Brown, we might put him... No, we'll leave him off. Alright, so what are we going to do? I think will we change things up? I'm not too sure. Let's have a look at some ratings. Alston's been playing like absolute shit recently. Apologies for swearing, but there's no other way to describe him really. Bobby Burling will come out and we'll put Zat Knight back in. Yeah, we'll do that. Anything else? Ramos maybe at right back. No, I guess we'll keep things how they are for now. We might bring Donovan Ricketts in actually. I think LA is one of his former clubs actually. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, it is. I thought so. I remember him playing quite a few years ago when I was watching the MLS. Anyway, let's submit this team. We've got Chacon, the youngster, on the right, and Saavedra as our defensive mid. So we're playing a bit of youth today. And well, I guess we'll see how it goes. There's actually a really strong presence of Galaxy fans in Florida, mainly coming from Miami. I know that there's like a big following for the Galaxy in Miami, which is really weird because I'm pretty sure they're on different coasts or different sides of America. Interesting, nonetheless, but yeah. Alright, so we're gonna say put in an improved performance today, boys. I'd be happy with the draw here because I know LA are, a very decent team and they've got some real quality players. And we are definitely under strength, so I'd be happy with a draw. I really don't want to lose this game, which is why I'm going for the draw. And I hope we can get a result here because we need it. We're not doing too well. We're really not. I know this is our first season in the MLS, but I was hoping to maybe push for a wildcard playoff spot. And there's nothing really to talk about so far. 34 minutes in, no highlights. And then we go, we've got the first one. Alston with a throw to Avila. Eric Alexander to Breck Shea. He gets tackled. Tierney plays it all the way back to Ricketts. Okay. Pumps it long. Shea now. Tierney, who's been in decent form as far as scoring goes. Here's our set piece taker. Avila. Rivas. Shoot. Oh, good save. Straight at the goalkeeper though. Avila with the corner. It's cleared away. Alexander now. What can he do with it? Colin. Oh, a little flick back. Saavedra to Alexander. Colin. Shea. Moving the ball pretty nicely here. Rivas gets tackled. And they clear it. Okay. That wasn't a bad attacking sequence, but yeah, we're not doing too well. Obviously, it's still 0-0, so I'm not too fussed about that. I'm going to say unlucky so far. And just hope that we can get something out of this game. Keane. Definitely a danger man. Oh, brilliant tackle by Colin there. That's what I like to see. Tierney now with a free kick. What can he do? Shea. Oh, another good save. It's 2 really good shots that we've had. Or really good chances, I suppose. Alston gets that to Alexander. Avila. Chacon. Oh, lovely little skill there. Rivas. Oh, and he's been tackled. But it's a foul, and it should be a second yellow card for Crivale. And it is. He's been sent off. And we've got a brilliant free kick position here. If he decides he wants to take it anytime soon. Tierney lines it up. He shoots, and that's over the net. Over the goal, I suppose. We've got a few low average ratings here. We've got Chacon, Saavedra and Tierney all fairly low down. I think we're going to make a sub now. We'll bring CJ Sapong on for Chacon, I think. And we'll just see how that goes. He is our worst performer, the youngster at the moment. And I don't really blame him. We're versing one of the best teams in America, so... We are a man to the good, though. What can Sapong do? Crosses it in. Breckshay. Oh! And it gets it on the rebound, but I thought that wasn't going in. That was another good save by their goalkeeper. But Breckshay opens the scoring in the 66th minute. 1-0 to the good so far, guys. I hope we can keep this going. Galaxy with the free kick. Juninho out to Gaddis. And that's cleared by Colin pretty convincingly. Gets it up past halfway. Shea putting in some work. Gaddis out in the right by himself. Oh, Zat Knight to the rescue. Oh, Rivas almost got on that as well. Todd Donovan. Over to Keane. Oh, brilliant tackle there by Olsen. Oh, what are you doing, boys? No! Oh my god. You've got to be shitting me. That did not just happen. Shambles. Absolute shambles at the back there. Oh, we're actually under the pump now. 1-1, and they look like they're going to score another goal. And they've got the corner. 13 minutes to go. Avila clears, but not far enough. Sidic to Gonzalez, and that's the end of the highlight. And Shea picks up a yellow card as well. I said I'd be happy with the draw, but, you know, them going down a man has really... I don't know. I thought we could win, to be honest. And it looks like it will finish a 1-1 draw, so I'm not upset by any means, because it is LA, but we probably could have picked up the win there. I have no idea what the boys were doing at the back. That was ridiculous. But anyway, 1-1 draw, quite happy with that. We've got a lot of players out. I'm just going to say unlucky. Probably should have given them a bit more credit for that, but anyway, it's a decent little draw there. I'm quite happy with it, as I mentioned about 5 times. Hopefully we can get a few players back. I know Rosales comes back now. Really, I need Kaká back. The results come when he's playing, and when he's not playing, we find it very hard to break teams down and find that, that pass that can unlock the goal. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, drop a like, and don't forget to tune in for the next episode, which will be in the coming days. Goodbye, guys.